Hi everyone, I'm back with a card process video today. I will be using my favorite things, hot cocoa cups die set. I already went ahead and die cut all the pieces that I will be needing on my cards today. So these are all the die cuts that I need on my cards. I'm also going to use two stamp sets from Paper Sweeties. This first one is called Bless, and then the other one is called Mary. So that's the one. That's the company that I got this from. This stamp sets. So I'm going to use the Love Sentiment and Sweet Sentiment. I already mounted my stamps on the lid of my Misti, and I will place my cups die cut on the upper and bottom corner of the Misti and stamp the sentiment with Versafine Onyx black ink. And then I will repeat the process with the other two cups. This cups looks like the Rae Dunn cups that are popular right now. I love the font of the Rae Dunn merchandise. I have my first ones, and those ones are the ones that my friend Cheryl sent me for Christmas. So those are the first ones that I have. We don't have like TJ Maxx or other store that you can buy the Rae Dunn. So here in Alaska, so I don't collect them, but I like how they look. I colored the other die cut pieces with distress inks. I used scattered straw for the marshmallows and just lightly add the color with the ink dauber. And for the whipped cream, I just add a little bit of ink on the edges with vintage photo distress ink. And for the cocoa, I colored them with the same color and add the ink until it covered the whole die cut. Let's go ahead and adhere everything together with the liquid glue. For my background, I'm going to use this Docrafts stamp, Woodgrain background stamp. I have this for a long time and I really like this because it's large and it will take up the whole panel. I think this one is the 6x8 stamp, background stamp. So I'm going to place my A2 size top folding card base on top of it, and then I'm going to reach for a scratch paper, and I'm going to use that to press the card base really well, and my card base is done. The oval die cut was from my previous project. I didn't throw them away because I love the colors and patterns on these papers, and it's Doodlebug. Doodlebug papers are super cute, so I always save my scraps to use on other projects. So I will adhere my hot cocoa cups on the oval die cuts, the pattern paper, and that one will be my placemat. I pop up just the upper part of the cups and also the handle, and then just adhere the bottom part with liquid glue. And then I'm going to adhere that on my background or my A2 size card base. For the sentiments, I'm going to use the sentiment that coordinates with the Hot Cocoa Cups die set. And this stamp set is my favorite things, Hug in a Mug stamp set. And I'm also going to use my scraps of the Doodlebug Papers. And the sentiments I'm going to use are friends, keep your heart warm, and warmest times. I stamped the sentiments with Versafine Onyx black ink, and then I'm going to cut them with my Fiskars bypass trimmer into strips. And then I will cut one end of the sentiment strips with my scissor to get the fishtail look, and I'm also going to do that on the other strips of paper. And then I will stack them together, and the sentiment strips will be on the top and the other two paper strips will be on the back and out a little, and staple them on the lower part of my cards using my Tim Holtz tiny attacher. I also add a little bit of glue and foam tape on the back of the sentiment strips to adhere them well, and then I'm going to do the same thing on this next one on the other card. So I'm going to staple it and then add a little bit of glue and foam tape on the sentiment strip. For the inside of the cards, I die cut more of the marshmallows, and I also die cut some of the heart die cut and then color them with distress inks, as well as the same with the chocolates, and then I'm going to adhere them inside the card in the middle of the in the middle inside the card. There you go. For the embellishment, I'm going to use my clear sequins, and I think the bigger ones are iridescent sequins that I have in my stash, and then I'm just going to scatter them in front of the card. And we can't forget to add our shimmer, so I'm using my Spectrum Noir Sparkle pen to add the shimmer on the marshmallows and whipped cream. And my cards are finished. These are the pink ones that I made, and I also made the same design but using blue pattern papers. I hope you like today's cards, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.